And we're going to talk today about 5 things in 5 minutes. You guys ready? Okay, Judy, start the clock. Here we go. The first thing we're going to talk about is a table for your RV. If you've taken the advice of several people on the internet and done away with your dinette, banquette kind of thing that you have here, you're still going to need a table for eating off of or other things. Well, we got this table and we love it. It's a simple table, doesn't cost very much. It's 40 inches long. We got this one at Walmart. I think you can get one on Amazon. I will post a link. It's pretty neat in a lot of different ways. Besides the fact it folds out, it works great. 3 people can sit here and eat off of it, or you can use it as a preparation top while you're cooking or something like that. It folds up into a little square that fits neatly right at the end of your couch or whatever. One of the reasons why we have the benches, or whatever you want to call them, cushions set up like this, so we can watch TV. This one actually lowers down to a height that is exactly that of a coffee table, so we can sit here, recline, and watch television, eating chips and things like that with this one as well. A lot of others just fold up and that's it. They don't have that. The actually 2 other heights that you can go to. Number 2, okay? All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is a 50 amp to 30 amp adapter. I've come across a situation twice where I was glad I had this.
The first time, it came in really handy. My wife's brother-in-law bought him a house out in the country, and this house had like a barn or something like that. It had a pad, which looked like it was just made for an RV, and we went there and spent the night overnight there one time.
I'm glad we have this. For the one time that it came in really handy, and for the other time where I saw, man, I'm glad they had a couple of these 30 amp sites open. Otherwise I was going to have to go to this 50 amp site, and I don't have a 50 amp adapter. So I'm glad I got this. That's number 2. All right, tip number 3. I can't say enough about these roof vent insulators. Okay, they make all kinds of difference. The bathroom, gets incredibly hot, and the RV when parked gets incredibly hot. Take these things, close your RV vent, put them up in there. You'll be able to tell the difference when you come back and you open them up and hot air starts flowing out. Okay, we're going to be talking about this space underneath the refrigerator. Some people have tried to figure out something to do with it to make it more accessible, and really it's really only accessible for 2 reasons. One is to winterize, and the other one is to de-winterize. Now, I've seen a couple of things that people have done to try to make it a lot easier to access without having to undo 4 screws that are going to just wear out the holes in the whole work. One of the first things that I discovered was that these little pieces of plywood here just wiggled, and they were stapled in the back barely. Okay, the little screw that was holding this was kind of holding that in place. Nothing was being held in place very well. So I got me some glue and I got me some clamps, and I clamped all this, I don't know, paneling in its place. Came back the next day and everything was fairly in place then forever. All right, that solved one of the problems, that this was falling out. I saw one video where someone framed underneath here with some big 1x4s and got some, I don't know, some big wooden knobs and built too much trouble. I tried just a couple of finishing nails right here at the edge of the thing here, so that this thing, this door, if you want to call it that, drops down behind that finishing nail, and then with the magnetic latches I had and just a piece of wood I stuck up there, I'm good to go. If you Google RV steps, you're going to find a ton of things that people suggest you do with them. You can get a step thing here that replaces this single step, which is nearly worthless sometimes, especially if you have uneven campsites and things. You can replace it with 2 steps, which is kind of okay. I ordered this step that just comes in and out whenever we need it, and it's always, you know, level. It's adjustable. The height is. You know, I've debated for 3 or 4 years now about replacing this. When you get the step, you get to get a feel for what having another step would be like. It's a cheap way of testing whether or not you want to get more steps. I say get one of these, try it out, and then based on what you learn with that step, you might want to get a more sophisticated, you know, operation here, or bigger steps or something like that. That's number 5 for this 5 in 5. Judy, please do your magic and take out where I rambled and make it look like 5 minutes as best you can. Will you do that for me?
We'll see.
Okay. Make it look like 5 minutes as best you can. Will you do that for me?
We'll see.
Okay.